Compact Flash, smart media, multimedia cards. Are they really all that durable? Yeah, they're portable, but will they withstand the elements? Well, to find out, Roger sacrificed his weekend and ran them through the ringer, almost literally. You didn't use a ringer, though, did you?
No, I used a variety of mechanisms. But what I tested first, I tested 3 of the most common flash media that most people buy. We have our multimedia, or secure digital, if you have one of those.
Also known as MMC.
Has the same form factor. We have smart media. And then finally we have compact flash.
Yes.
And basically I took all these 3 and I put them in situations where most people would usually encounter, and then I took it to the extreme. For example, people might, leave something in their car on the cold winter's night, and temperatures might drop.
Sure.
So I figured, I can simulate that. I'll toss it in my freezer and let it sit for a day and a half. And I did, and I stuck it next to the ice cream because that's the area where it gets the hardest.
Okay.
Pulled it out the next day during lunch, actually right after lunch. Stuck it in, and they all worked beautifully.
Really? So these media passed the freezer test?
Yes. There was a little condensation when I took them out, but other than that, they all worked fine.
All right, so that's the cold.
That's the cold. Then I did the moisture test. And what I did was I basically took all 3 and I stuffed them in my pocket because I did laundry this weekend, and I washed it with my clothes. So I did the cold cycle with cold rinse and the full spin, and I pulled them out and they worked.
Really?
Just kind of dry them off and work. In fact, let me try to simulate that right here.
Okay.
Take this smart media, and I'll take this, and I'm just going to dip it around.
So even with detergent, it was fine.
Yeah,
but
this
it's
doesn't
just regular
have,
water.
Yeah, this doesn't have the power of the air you breathe, but it is getting pretty wet. So let me just take that and thank you.
Not a problem. That's what flannels are for.
Now let's see if we can get this to work. Sticking to the old
I try to save your shirt from getting
handy dandy
media
card
reader. This is just a regular USB reader here.
And there it pops up and has all the files I have in it. And if I played a song on it, it's still working.
Sounds a little watery though. Kind of watered down, like it wasn't included right.
No,
is that just the burn?
Oh no, it's because it's Windows Media.
Ah, that would be why.
But as you can see, it works perfectly fine.
With water? Okay.
Next thing I did was actually I stuck all these in my toaster oven. Actually, I stuck the first hit in the toaster oven.
What's that supposed to simulate?
Well, where I come from in Modesto during the summer months, it gets really hot. And it gets very hot in your car, especially when you roll the windows up and you let it bake under the sun all day where it reaches up to 130 and your CDs burn. So what I did, I stuck them in and I set it to the toaster oven to the black setting. As you notice, all toasters have a toast setting from light, brown, and black.
All right.
Left it black. This is actually what I came up with. 2 of the media burnt to a crisp. In fact, this one will no longer fit inside the slot. I tried to get this to work. It the device saw it, but it would not read the information off.
And in fact, the skin, or I guess the label,
it
baked
came
off.
It's like a shrinky dink. It's just kind of shrunk.
What about the compact flash?
I was amazed it worked.
Oh, I love compact flash.
The only thing that came off was the little adhesive, the labels with the adhesive on it, and as you can feel, it's a little sticky, but it worked. I slid it back in and it worked. In fact, since we have this nice fire going, I want you to put in there for, say, 1.
Make some s'mores.
2, 3, 4, 5. I think 5 seconds is good enough. 6.
Yeah, I think so.
Nothing like the toxic smell of plastic being burnt.
Okay, don't want to touch that with your hands yet, I'd imagine. Dude.
Yes. Oh, you wuss.
I didn't know if it was going to diffuse heat.
No, okay. Now, let's see if this works or not. Got it upside down.
So it's in. Oh, wow.
Let's open it. Ta-da!
No doubt.
I got No Doubt MP3 on here. And guess what? It plays.
You don't have to forget. Just remember the song.
That's amazing.
It's
Seriously, I mean, you want to know how well your stuff is going to stack up.
I actually thought they would all fail, and especially in the heat.
The heat, yeah.
But I was like, hey, this is kind of cool. This is one of the things that kind of now is kind of the time to buy all these nice digital gadgets. And all these gadgets have different form factors for media, and I'm thinking, well, I'm going to go with the one that I'm probably going to break or lose, or I'm going to go with the one that survived the spin cycle and the deep freeze, and a lot of heat.
I'm telling you.
In this case, fire.
I've always been a compact flash fan, and this just only strengthens my case. I think it's very durable.
It was
very durable.
It's a little warm.
Why don't we run it over with something?
Well,
a robot.
I was actually going to run it over with my sister's truck, but I ran out of time.
Oh, wow. Dude. And you can even feel it's kind of warped, but it still works.
Yes, it's amazing.
God, you gotta love that. Let's run over with something. Like,
right.
Go. You want to use my car? We'll do it in the end of the show. See if it works.
Yeah, we'll do
All right. You guys
can
stick around for that. Yeah, definitely. So if you want to review what we've covered and burnt today, just head over to our website, techtv.com/fire retardant.